It's Tuesday. It's 7:30 p.m., which means it's time for Live with Simone.
Good evening, everyone. And I have a special guest tonight. We got Morgan Evans, the one and only, straight from not Australia, as he doesn't live there anymore. But where are you living these days, Morgan?
Palm Desert.
Palm Desert.
Just near Palm Springs.
So how's the difference between Palm Desert and Naples?
Well, the temperature's the same, but the real feel is about 30 degrees off, I'd say. So, yes, humidity is lots of fun. Really love it. It's just great.
The sweat and everything.
Oh, I haven't done sweating for about 6 months, and it's good to remember how to do it.
There you go.
Yeah, honestly, you just sort of just comes out of the pores, I think.
It kind of does.
Yeah, you just
except that I wouldn't know much about it.
No, you don't do a lot of sweating. I'm pretty jealous of your lack of sweating, like Federer.
Oh my
refuses to sweat.
It's weird. I've always been like this. That's why I like here. People don't understand how I love it here so much. I need it. This is still my lips are still recovering from South Carolina, and because it was a little drier there.
Oh,
but here, like, my skin loves it.
Like 5% less humidity, and your lips just dry up.
Can you imagine how I am in the desert? It's just like crazy. But anyways, well, as I did talk about it a couple weeks ago, how Morgan.
Sorry, I'm gonna button this up. I just realized.
Yeah,
that's pretty low. Oh my god. Okay.
This is rated PG-13, Morgan. Come on.
Yeah. Jeez,
there are kids watching.
There are children.
Yes.
Someone think of the children. Eddie, what kind of show are you running here, man? All right, we're back.
There you go. Thank you. I think people will appreciate that.
Yeah, no worries, folks. We got that.
Yeah. Now you guys can take the hands off of the children's face. No, but Morgan has been here, arrived here on Easter Sunday, and we've been grinding a little bit, a couple of days in, practicing a little bit, and just getting ready. So I'm excited. But anyhow, so tonight what we'll do is answer some questions, and since you guys have the opportunity to have Morgan here, I would highly recommend that you ask him some questions, some tough ones. And then the other part is, you don't have to hide.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, exactly. But he's hydrating.
Food Ranger.
There you go. But also and Eddie, I'll let you take away for the paddle giveaway. First of all, I have to apologize because it's been a little hectic, a little crazy, and I owe 3 paddles, I believe 2 from the live stream, and then I also owe 1 from Instagram, and I will get those out, I promise, because we have another one coming. And Eddie, you want to talk about that? How are we gonna give that one away?
Yeah, so just like we did last time, we're going to be giving away another paddle, and we're going to be doing it through interaction of the live stream. But tonight, that's not going to be from the best comment or the best question that we got. It's going to be a little bit different. So we're going to be is it going to be the first person to answer the question correctly that Morgan is about to ask? They are going to be the winners of tonight's paddle. So go ahead and throw it down in the comments on either Facebook and YouTube, which we're on right now. And the first person to answer it correctly will win that paddle. So without further ado, Morgan, what is the question for the evening?
Here's the question. And firstly, bear in mind, it's a throwback to tennis, but you'll get it, hopefully. Why is the serve called the serve? Not an easy question.
I guess they can always research.
They probably can. But
no cheating. No cheating. No Google searching.
No
it has to be something.
Come on, challenge yourself.
Challenge yourself.
Why is the serve called the serve?
Dun, 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 dun,
Yes.
So anyway, so we'll let those answers come in. In the meantime, we'll go ahead and get started here with anything that people want to ask. either Morgan or I, or both. So we're ready to go, ready to shoot.
Well, before the questions come in, you're going to get a question from Eddie here. And that one is to both of you. We have the U.S. Open, obviously, starting this upcoming weekend. Singles is Sunday, which kicks off play. So my question to both of you is, what are you guys going to be doing at the Open?
Go first, Morgan.
What am I? Well, I'm here for one reason only. I'm trying my best to help Simone get over the line for the singles championship. I'll be around on that Sunday, and I'll fly out. I'm probably going to steal her gold medal. I haven't told her yet, so just keep it between us. I'm probably going to steal it and run away from it with it. So, yeah, I leave on Monday. I do love the US Open. It's such a social, almost like a circus. It's a wonderful social environment, but the humidity does. I don't know if you can see this in my hairline, but I'm sweating just sitting here.
And the light probably doesn't help.
Yeah, the light doesn't help.
Yeah, shining right.
Eddie, can we get the lighting?
The lighting,
So, I mean,
yeah.
My hair and makeup guy was basically non-existent. I'll be honest with you.
Actually, you got some scar. It was more like
Yeah.
Oh my god! It's like he had a fight with what is it called? The wolf. The oh my gosh! I really struggle.
One of your dogs. Yes, you.
The
Between
wolf dog.
the 12 dogs that you have, one of them decided to love me long time.
Love you. That's pretty true. Except that now, like, that's gonna scar.
Well, she got emotional because I started favoring another dog, and she got a little jealous.
Oh my goodness.
Oh well.
But and what I'm planning on doing is I'm gonna be competing on Sunday. I know a lot of people have a lot of my friends, close friends, they have said, "You're crazy. Why are you doing this?" And I said, "Well, I am crazy, and we all know that. They know me very well." And I said, honestly, it's because I want to. I want to play. I told Morgan, like, I really want to play, and I mean, I know I'm putting my body on the line every time I go out. To be honest, I'm putting my body on the line every day I wake up. So this morning, I told Morgan, I forgot to mention the part where I was up. Chad and I were up because the dog is sick. Well, she's throwing up everywhere. Guess what happened? I slipped on throw up.
Oh,
so yeah. So pretty much I can, but the good thing is that the hammy nothing happened to the hammy, but I was like, whoa. So again, I don't even have to be playing to hurt myself again. So
yeah, I was going to say, if you put your body on the line, just waking up, there's going to be some bigger issues at play.
Exactly.
We have to talk about your getting out of bed
without hurting myself. Yeah.
Maybe just a roll.
A roll,
Just gentle,
and make sure that like there is no puke like near me.
Onto like a wheelchair or something. Sort of wheel yourself to the kitchen and make a coffee and get yourself together.
Oh my goodness! But anyways, yeah. So with that, the crazy part is that honestly, it's more of that I enjoy putting myself through the process. Like I think I enjoy like challenging myself and kind of like I can do this. I can still go out and compete and play at a pretty high level. And whatever happens, happens. Because again, like I know that I'm okay with it. That if I think I would be less okay if I didn't do it, and then I would regret it later. So I was like, let's go for it.
For sure. As they say, regret the things you did do, not the things you never tried.
Correct. And then I'll have a few days to recover. And then on Friday, I'm playing with Lauren Stratman. First time partnering at a tournament. We did play at an event together a while back, but she's coming in on Thursday. We'll get some practice in together. I'm looking forward to playing Lolo. And then I have been on Saturday for mixed doubles. And then Saturday night, championship night.
That's right.
Let's go.
Boom.
Yeah, so I'm excited. This is, my backyard is the first big tournament that I ever played. I actually were looking at singles footage, and I came across. I told Lucy, we were talking the other day. I came across our singles match, our singles final.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Throwback
Yeah.
to the max there. That was the first time I met Lucy. It was actually in the finals of the US Open, and we were both kind of coming in new to the scene. But yeah, so that's before Shade Structure.
I remember that.
Yes.
Oh. Yeah, but, that was the year Marston played Kyle in their final.
Yes,
Yeah.
correct.
Yeah.
And I believe Kai was in the finals every single year for the first 3 years or something.
Yeah, good run.
It was amazing. So I remember that vividly because it was the first time in a big tournament like that, and I only got to play singles because I was still working at Michigan State, and I just remember oh my gosh, do I because that was when we were looking at places to move here.
Okay.
And then I was wow, we're really moving here, and I'm dying. I'm so hot, but I was also super pale from being in Michigan the whole winter.
Well, you're a little less pale now.
Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah, exactly. So, but anyways, so that is that. And then Eddie, what are you doing at the now? We want to hear what are you doing at the US Open?
Yeah, how's your preparation? Are you
Preparation. Yeah, is going well. I'm drinking my high noon instead of a beer, so that's in preparation for.
That's very responsible. 90 calories. Jeez.
So I'm being responsible, so that way I can be ready for singles on Sunday. That's the only event I'm playing, and the rest of the week I'll just be doing some video projects and things like that, and getting some media coverage of the event, which is going to be an absolute blast.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, hope to see you there.
Yeah,
I definitely
will. Playing on Sunday will probably be served for a couple of days. Maybe might need something stronger than what you're drinking right now on Monday.
Oh yeah, definitely.
There you go. Or maybe Sunday night even. All right, will help with the recovery.
Yeah, both night and day.
They say aside from the alcohol, beer is one of the best recovery drinks you can possibly have. The carbohydrate, you're supposed to get 30, maybe 40 grams of carbs in you after a serious workout. That's great for that. Yeah, but the alcohol does.
The give and take.
It might not work out. So, but one of those, I hear there's what do you call it, zero alcohol beers.
Or duals. Yeah.
And I think Heineken makes one. I've never obviously seen one. But
or come near it.
Hear about them.
Or come near it.
No. It's one of those magnetic charges thing that opposites.
Exactly.
They stay away from.
There you go.
That's weird.
I love it. Well, I got to say, we've gotten a lot of good answers in for the paddle giveaway question that I think we should jump into before we get to the questions for you guys. What do you say?
Okay.
Oh, I'm excited.
Sounds great. Let's see it.
All right. So there's been some good ones and some okay ones here. Here's one from Mary Bose Hayes, who says, offered up. Is that incorrect? Okay.
I don't. What does that mean? Sorry.
I'm not sure. Just offered up. Yeah. We have one from
like a website where you sell stuff. That's offer up. Sorry, Mary.
We have one from.
Okay.
By the way, just so you guys understand, okay? So the Morgan is Aussie, if you don't know that, and don't take him seriously. Half of it, 90% is sarcasm. So I am used to it.
Some of it's just innuendo. Okay, all right, but I understand what you mean now, Mary. Offered up, like you're giving something to someone else. Yes, and that's a common answer. But no, sorry, Mary. I still love you. You're great, but no.
All right, here we have one from Slot Navigator on YouTube. It says the servant picked up, Slot Navigator, and there's a kangaroo in the picture, so I assume they're your friend, right?
Oh, that's really good. Servant picked up ball for serve. Oh my god. Okay, so Slot, you're in the running. Just so we're clear. That's it's not a million miles away. Okay, but let's see what else is there.
With the kangaroo, he gets probably
he gets some style points.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, here's
Very
one from
nice.
Alan
Okay.
Dodds on Facebook. It says, because you are serving the ball to your opponent, ? Laugh out loud.
Alan, I'm going to put you in the same boat as Mary. And, you're great. You're great. We appreciate you, Alan. But inches away from greatness, but it's not quite there. But thank you, Alan.
Please give it a try.
Yeah. We have one here from Janet Hayden on Facebook. And Janet said, a 13th century French word, call out, serve.
Ooh. I mean, no, it's a pretty, if I didn't know the answer, I would take that, probably, because it's, even though I don't think tennis started until the 14th century in France. Actually, 16th. I should probably double check. Maybe I should just do my homework before I just look at my big mouth. Yeah. No, but that's
All right. Well, I think we're getting closer.
okay.
Slot Navigator did have a second answer here, and it is that royalty would not stoop down to pick it up, so servant got each point started.
Okay. All right. Well, tell me, is there any other answers? So far, that's.
Yeah, there are one. There are one. There is one more that I think might be in the running. So
Put the high noon down, bud.
That's too much. Cut him off.
It's too much. It's too much. Those things are like 4% alcohol.
All right, we'll do this one more here. This is from Dan Melnick on Facebook, and Dan says, serve is what players in 13th century France would shout out before hitting the ball to their opponent when playing the game Jeu de Paume. It literally meant, are you ready to receive me? Or in other words, I am ready to serve.
Yeah, given that he's just literally copied and pasted that
From
Wikipedia, Dan, and I've met you. I'm pretty sure you actually belong to my pickleball club. Yeah. PDR? Are you Dan? Are you Dan from PDR? I think you're Dan. Okay. Right. So can we cut to the chase?
Yeah.
And Eddie, you're going to have to be the judge here.
Okay.
So, Slot Navigator. I'm trying to decide if I really like the name. How do you feel about the name?
Oh, I like the kangaroo.
You got to give him credit for the kangaroo. He knew the audience.
Exactly.
He knew the audience.
Exactly.
Well,
that's like an extra point already.
Yeah. So, when tennis first started, only the uber rich could really play it. And it's exactly right. A servant would come onto the court. And they wouldn't just give them the ball. A servant would actually toss the ball up high in the air, and the bureaucrat would be able to easily play a serve without having to worry about the ball toss. So that's why the serve was called the serve. So I think we have to give it to Slot.
I think so.
He did get 2 goes.
Yeah, but it
ain't my paddle.
Exactly, and I think he had me a kangaroo, so
All right,
I think that's
seems good. Okay.
All right, so it's
I think
unanimous.
I'm trying to see. It's a game. It looks like a game, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's interesting. All right, crazy. Well done, Mr. Navigator.
Yes, well, it's unanimous. Slot Navigator, you are the winner. So we'll have to get your contact information. You could either send a message. Actually, if you're on Facebook, the best way would be to be able to send a Facebook Messenger message to Simone Jardim, and that way we can get your contact information. And I promise you guys, everybody out there who's been waiting on their paddle because Simone's been taking her sweet time, I will text her every day until she sends them out and remind her of that.
She has like 12 paddles in her garage. Hang on, are you promising me a new paddle?
No, it's a tournament paddle, which I have the 2 signed ones.
Oh,
they were ready to be shipped, and then I was like, then you came into town.
Oh, my fault. Sorry, folks. Clearly my fault. How can I ever?
Hey, I have nobody else to blame but myself, but I'm blaming you instead.
Okay. All right. Hey, so that's basically what I'm here for.
Yep. That's it. That's why I couldn't hit that back in cross court.
It was my fault.
It was your fault. That's why I can't do the flick serve. It's
Yeah.
your fault.
Clearly my
It's too
fault.
difficult.
It's too difficult. Yeah, I made it too difficult.
Goodness gracious. All
I
right.
love it.
All right.
We got some questions for you guys. You ready?
Oh, yeah.
All right. I'm going to start off with a very, very serious one. This is from Gary Wolsifer. And I hope I'm saying that right, Gary. Gary says, the most important question is Morgan wearing pants? He has a habit of not wearing pants on live streams.
Well, Gary, that's true. However, on this occasion, once again, no, I'm not wearing pants. Why would you wear pants if you don't need to? Those are restrictions. They're leg prisons. We don't need that. I'm not going to prove it, obviously.
No.
No one needs to see that.
No.
But no, my tidy ways are spot on as always. Thank you, Gary, for remembering the good old days. Shout out to Aspen Kern for setting up the original and the best Facebook Live.
That is so fun.
Vintage.
Oh, vintage.
Yeah, good times.
That's great.
Yeah, vintage are those underwear pants. Yeah. They're
Yeah.
vintage.
I am sticking to this lovely leather chair, so I might put pants on it eventually. Okay, just so we're clear, I'm at Simone's house. I'm clearly wearing pants. I will prove it.
That's funny.
Oh,
That
Gary.
is so funny.
It's a Gary maneuver, really, isn't it? You expect that from a Gary.
That's
Yeah.
so Gary.
Good quality.
Gary.
It's very Gary. Yeah.
All right.
Nice with
All right. So you guys were talking a little bit before about the heat and humidity down here in Naples. Morgan, you're definitely not used to it. Simone, you love it. But obviously for people that are out of town, staying hydrated is important. So Jean Bogdansky-Remmer asks, what long do you do to hydrate before a tournament?
Do you mean how? Do you think she means how long? Or what do you do?
Oh, so like when to start? Like, I mean, I'm guessing Jean, I know Jean, but like you gotta be already drinking tons and tons before the week even starts. A lot of people, by the time they get here, they're already dehydrated. So like it's not about the day before, nothing like that. So I think making sure that if you're thirsty, that means that possibly is that you're already dehydrated. So making sure that you're already doing that early in the week, and hopefully because they are here, and I say they as sisters, so just making sure that drinking tons and tons already. Like today, if you're already feeling a little dehydrated, start drinking today. And water and not the beer.
Although there is water and beer.
There is.
Yeah, that's the main ingredient.
It's almost the main ingredient of everything, really. But if I may,
Hops.
if you don't, there's hops and barley, yeast. It's really just a treasure trove of awesomeness, really. Basically every beer except for Bud Light, Miller Lite, and all the other ridiculous light beer. Don't even get me started. Mary, I'm sorry, not Mary. Jean, your body is a wonderful machine. And it will do an incredible job of keeping your sodium levels. The important thing is sodium more than magnesium, potassium, and your body is going to do a wonderful job of keeping that. And there's a little band of between 135 and 145 millimoles of sodium in your body. When you go over that, then your body is going to urinate. You're going to be overdosed with sodium, and you will literally need to get to the bathroom ASAP. If you're under that, then you'll notice that your urine is basically clear. That's a serious issue. You don't want clear, you definitely don't want ash. Too dark is a problem. Crystal clear is a serious problem as well. Hyponatremia and hypernatremia are things you need to look up. There's a small child coming here.
Yeah. Can you
What's
go?
happening?
You gotta go there. Go ahead.
Right.
It's the norm. Somebody should be used
I didn't realize that was going to happen.
Yeah.
Like, there's no locks, I guess. That's Landon. He's got great hair. I'm jealous of that hair. It's really nice. I had that hair when I was his age, and then it's all gone. But yes, hyponatremia, hypernatremia, those are two different sides of the same coin. Look them up. Your body's going to do a great job, but monitor your urine. And if you wait until you're thirsty, what Simone said is true. It's too late. You're already dehydrated. So you don't have to go crazy with electrolyte mixes, but you do have to be diligent with checking to see where your body's at. It's going to regulate your levels, but be prepared to really load up and have whatever you need on tournament day, because those are the days where you have no real control over how much you're playing, how much you're sweating, how long you're on court, and how little time you have between matches. That's what gets people the most. Not having enough time between to refuel, to reload, rehydrate. Those are usually the issues. But you can get into more problems overhydrating with just water, because that flushes out so many of the minerals, electrolytes, and that can cause serious problems more often than, for a lot of people anyway, than the opposite. So just be careful, monitor your color, and don't send us a picture. We don't need to see that. Good? I don't know how well Simone knows you, but it's probably too far. Anyway, good question though, Jean.
Never too far with you, is it?
Great.
As you take a sip of beer.
Yeah, I'm just a coach right now.
Exactly, and I'm like, except that don't pass out on the side.
No way. I haven't passed out since like Thursday, so I should be good. I'm not due for, what's today? Tuesday? Yeah, we're fine.
Okay. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, good times. Thank you, Jane.
Great answer. Here's a question that I really haven't heard much discussion on amongst pickleball players or anything. And this is from Kevin Ponce on Facebook. And Kevin asks, what do you think of the hindrance rule? Personally, I don't think we are in a library. This is pickleball, even though it would be morally wrong to distract rival. I don't think there's much conversation on the hindrance rule, but I'd love to hear your guys' take.
Honestly, when I first came to pickleball, I was a little confused because I was used to tennis and I had no idea. But because you're so close, that I think if it's like singles is different, but doubles is so hard to call hindrance, because you have constant partner communication. I'm not for me, in doubles, I don't even try to, I think it's like whatever is being talked about on the other side, I just focus on me and my partner, because I think it's part of pickleball. Yeah. It's not like tennis that if you say something, of course there's a, if I'm hitting the ball and my opponent says something, then that's different. But when the ball is traveling to them, I think that's very different from tennis, for example. But in singles, of course, it's different, but I'm not sure, again, I'm not even sure on this one, but.
Yeah, it's a strange one. For me, whenever I'm playing, it's hard to hear anything else. You're so kind of focused on the ball, your job, where you are in the points. Your mind is overloaded. There's only a certain amount of attentional resources you have, and I find that I can't hear the crowd. I can't hear anybody.
I think I honestly think it's
I understand that it's a.
So what is
totally a fair question?
What
I believe the rule is when the ball has got over onto your side of the net. She's playing with a dog, by the way.
Yeah, she's trying to get my attention.
She's super focused, really super focused. When the ball's on your side of the net, on your opponent's side of the net, things you say could be deemed as hindrance towards their play. So I think it is a fair rule. I think the referee needs to obviously be chief coordinator of what's deemed that. I've found a lot of people getting called for it when they were literally just talking to their partner, or loud people say certain things, people who have different grunting motions, people who just exhale a lot. They get called for those things, and they're not deliberately trying to hurt anyone. So I think the ref just needs to be very cognizant of whether or not the intention was to hinder. Whether if it's on the other side and you say something seriously off-putting, then that's fair. But I don't know if they've changed the rule. If they have changed the rule, I was not privy to the change, and I haven't played for.
That's why I was kind of I wasn't sure, like if there was a change or something.
It's been 8-10 months or so since I've actually played a tournament, so I don't know. They might have changed the rule. Do we still get just one bounce? Do we get 2 bounces yet?
I love it. Great question. Great answers.
Thanks, Kevin.
Here we have a question, and this one is from Courtney Palermo, even though she hasn't updated her YouTube yet. It still says Courtney Miles. And she says, hey, boss, so Paul needs me to learn the ladies' slide to slap some two-handed backhands at some people next week. Please help. I'd ask at work, but you're usually a little busy.
Yeah, I mean, at this point in time, Courtney, you just go early, and if you want to slide and go, then I would recommend that at this point you're just gonna go and you better cover middle, just because if you you're gonna have to move early. So just get in the habit as you guys play this week. Just do it. Just do a few and sit hard on that back end.
Seems fair. I have not met Courtney, but
so the two of them are local, of course, and Courtney also teaches with us. She teaches in a couple places. So that's why on Wednesdays she's there in the morning, and I'm usually teaching.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So she wants to learn the slide and slap on the right hand side.
She can do it. The backhand, the two-handed backhand. So
nice.
I think it's more of getting just used to moving. You don't want to move too early because then it opens too much of a hole. But you may need to move early at the beginning, because otherwise you just get a little gun shy. I think to kind of shift.
Yeah.
But yeah, so just start at the beginning, moving early, and then sitting hard with the two-handed backhand, ready to go.
Sounds like good advice to me. I've never played that role in mixed.
Good.
Well, maybe I have actually. That's embarrassing. I think I've done it in men's, but I'm a shout out to Marson. Yeah, no, the timing is tricky, but you'll after a couple of fails, you'll get it, and your partner Paul needs to understand how much court he needs to cover if he's requesting that of you. That particular move, it's a high level move. It's great, but the
guy has to be there.
If he's not there, Johnny on the spot, then make sure he does not roll his eyes at you if you get passed through the middle.
Correct.
If you go a little early, because to begin with, it's going to happen. So it's not always perfect. I'd say try it first and foremost on serve, so you're not risking losing a point. If you get really good at it, then perhaps you can implement more often. Yeah. But good question, Courtney.
Yeah, great question. Great answers. This one is made out specifically to Simone, but Morgan, you might be able to answer it too because you have spent some time here. And this is from Tracy Brown Robinson asking, what is your favorite restaurant to go to here in Naples?
It's funny because we're taking... I'm gonna take Morgan to it tomorrow night. It's called Seasons 52. Oh. They have amazing food. Everything is fresh, and just a great atmosphere. Have you been there?
Oh yes, a couple times. We love it. It's
like if I'm going out to spend some money, that's the place. If it's like, I mean, I don't, and I'm guessing Tracy is going to be staying near, if they are talking about to go out near east, there is it's really cool where the a lot of people don't know about it. The food trucks.
Celebration Park.
Yeah,
That is
awesome.
a lot of people don't know. It's right there around the corner from the East Naples. Then there's a really talk about a hole in the wall, but it's amazing Mexican food is molcajetes. There's one like really close to East Naples Park. But again, it depends on the kind of food that you're looking for. I love Cuban as well. Fernandez the Bull is a really good Cuban restaurant. If you are willing to jump on the highway, go a little further. Of course, Seat to Table has everything. We are going to be going there on Thursday.
Okay.
Before Morgan leaves, he's gotta see all the North Naples places because that's usually people that when they go to the U.S. Open they don't come this way. So, but that's where I would start there. Celebration Park.
Yeah, I think
Celebration Park, you can probably go there
That's
at
so
least
much fun.
twice
Yeah.
during the week because you can get, or if not more, because they have so many different food
I
trucks.
think it might be closed on Mondays.
Mondays.
Yeah, but yeah, that place is awesome. You can find almost everything. It's so much fun.
Yep,
So-
and it's a great location, right on the water, and
Yeah.
great atmosphere outdoors. And in the evenings, it's usually super nice there.
Yeah, as long as you're not trying to, press a whole bunch of suit and tie clients, then
No,
Celebration
that's a
Park.
super, and for the pickleballers, usually during the week, I think it's packed, isn't it? During the week of the
yeah.
US Open.
yeah. But it's fun. You run into people and you talk about your games and you throw your partner under the bus, and they'll never know.
Whatever happens at Celebrations Park stays a
Sure. Yeah. Yeah, good times.
Great question. I know we're a little bit long on questions, but we got a couple more here that I think would be really good.
Yep.
This
Very
one
nice.
is from Patty Varroza on Facebook.
Patty.
I don't think I said that right. She says, "What are your methods for transitioning your drilling skills to actual games?"
Ooh, I like it. Patty.
You go first. You're the coach.
Just take this one. Okay, so the most important thing is you have a progression and a planned progression going from drilling skills to actual games. So it usually involves you getting 3 other people who are of the same mindset, are prepared to cooperate with the particular exercise. So no matter what you're working on, if you're, say it's transition, reset volleys, if everyone's of the same mindset and you go into a game starting 0-0-2 and you tell everybody, hey, I'm going to spend 1 or 2 extra balls in transition. All right. When you see that happen, I need you to give me the ball. Everyone can take a turn doing the same thing, and it starts to simulate a real life scenario where all 4 players are playing natural doubles, but you get to work on that particular skill. And that skill can be anything. Just your cross-court backhand dink. Talk to the person who's cross-court from you and say, this is important for me, and I think it's important for you. I'm going to be diligent and disciplined staying in this, for example, backhand cross-court rally, and I want you to stay in there with me as long as you can. Be disciplined. Don't be the one that pulls the trigger early or bails out with a lob or whatnot. It really just takes good communication, good friends, good communication that understand transitioning from drilling, where you get massive amounts of repetition. But all that repetition, it works fantastically if you get a good and confident transition into your actual game. And it needs an intermediary whereby the game you play is not particularly important to you. I look at it like, when you're out there playing a recreational game, the 3 other people on the court, they're cannon fodder. They're there to help you, and they don't know that, and you don't have to tell them that. But you have to be the one that decides what you're working on every time you step onto the red court. You cannot look at it, at the victory in the match, in the game, as something that's more important than your development. If you prize winning over learning, there's bigger issues at play. And you need to be someone who's comfortable with a loss that momentary 1 step back to 2 steps forward, it's so important, and it stops way too many people in the game. I can think of a handful of people on the planet that are able to really do that. Luckily, one of them's to my right, that's able to look at rec games as literally just pieces of a puzzle to help them develop a particular skill that they will be able to soon, hopefully, put into practice in a real tournament situation. And until it's the gold medal of a match, it's all just practice.
Yeah, and I think for me it's very similar. So when I would, which Morgan is going to be a part of on Wednesdays, I have a group that we train, and usually what I do is kind of force them. So with me, they have no choice. But so if we are working in something particular, so we'll do the drilling part, and then the first game that we play, I force them to do that in the drill. All four, they are not. They know that this is what. If they don't do it, they lose the point automatically. So, for example, if we're working on third shot drops, you have to drop the third. If we're working on transition, then usually I'll have them drive and then do the stoppage. But I think that because it's a controlled environment, it helps them feel more confident about doing, which is exactly what you're talking about. Yeah. Because it doesn't matter if you don't work if you do the drilling, and then when you get to the game, you don't do what you just worked on, you're never going to do it in a
you just wasted a whole bunch of time.
Yeah. So, I think that is the key, is kind of forcing yourself to do that in the game. Yeah. However, and I'll ask them like what you're talking about. I'll say, so what's your record in rec games? Like, what is your win-loss record? And if someone can answer, then
I'm worried about that.
Then I worry about that person.
That's a sucker.
Yes, that is because the score is of that game, because ultimately matters is at tournament time. Are you then doing like what you need to do then to win? Versus in rec play, that it doesn't really matter, because who's keeping track, of it? If you're winning and not getting better, and playing with the same people, you're not gonna really get better.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great question, and I want to touch on it again. There's a kind of like a lovely cycle between success and confidence, breeding success, breeding more confidence, and around and around and around it goes. You can start that in your drilling for sure, but you need to quickly test yourself in a more pressureful, is that a word? Pressured environment. And you can have that, depending on how you feel about your recreational games. You can use it, certainly. You're trying to get enough confidence in a particular skill, so that when it comes time for tournament time, you actually feel like you can use it. And honestly, it may only take one time in a tournament where you use a skill to get enough confidence that it's worth it and it works. You can do it and it's successful, and then that cycle really starts. Your mind knows that if you've attempted something and it's only ever been drilling, a closed skill, essentially, dead balls, whereby someone might be kind of nursing you along a little bit, might be a coach, might be someone just wanting to help you succeed. Your mind knows it's not real. You need to put it out there. You need to be fearless. You need to be so fearless and prepared to make those mistakes. If you can do that, the world's your oyster. Honestly, that is one of, if not the most important things any recreational player should take away. If you can be fearless with any new skill you're trying to develop, don't leave it in the closet till you think it's ready. Because, if you've only ever used it in drilling, you'll secretly, in the back of your mind, like, well, I've never actually done it for real. Is it actually going to work? And you'll be tentative if you're so focused on winning the game. If you don't really care too much about your win-loss record, that you're prepared to make some real changes and do these necessary little changes, you gotta do it. I mean, nothing changes if nothing changes.
It's necessary,
yeah, you gotta do it. So, Patty, good question. Well done.
I know. Like, we could go on and on about this.
Yeah, it's a serious question. So, cheers.
I love it.
There you go.
Well, let's do one more question. And after this question, guys, don't go anywhere because we are going to be having a lot more dialogue between Simone and Morgan, which I'm really excited about here. So just because it's the last question doesn't mean there's not a lot of good.
I know.
Yeah,
I know. It's a quick
joke. It is joke.
I know. We're gonna go to sleep. We're gonna be up early.
This is from Wait For It on YouTube. And they said, "Hey, Simone, the U.S. Open is the only tournament I play each year. What advice do you have for me to calm my nerves and play super well like you?" I don't think this question has to be just for Simone. I think, Morgan, you're also qualified to answer that as well.
There you go. I'm actually, honestly, I'm gonna be short on this one because otherwise we can go forever here. But this is the part where also wait for it is that because it's the only tournament that you play. I think that you're already putting pressure on yourself to do well, and so the nerves, you kind of making yourself a little anxious. So make sure that when you're going in, that you're not. This is not like all or nothing kind of thing. You have to know, okay, this is my only tournament. I know, I'm fully aware. So kind of embrace the fact that this is it, but in a way, you gotta enjoy the competition, because otherwise you're just gonna be like freaking yourself out. Make the most out of this or else. And so the other part is as far as the nerves, the being nervous, because of the fact that often people get so caught in that moment that they freeze a little. So if you're just like, you feel yourself not moving, you're not really getting your heart rate going, the tendency is that you are going to panic and then freak out. So get your body going. A warm up is a warm up for a reason. Break a little sweat before you go play your first match. Otherwise, it's pretty tough to go out there when you're nervous, cold, and not ready to go. So that is the best advice I can give you, is just to really be ready to go when it's time to play, in the sense of being warmed up and getting rid of, some of those nerves through the warm up.
Yeah, that's fair. I think what Simone said about it being the only tournament that you play, yeah, that can seriously add a lot of pressure. Mm-hmm. These days, many of these pros, you play one tournament, it doesn't go so well, you get another one next week.
The Olympics.
Yeah, exactly. So it means that one tournament doesn't have such weight to it. Now, if this is going to be the only tournament you play and this is a routine thing, then I think you have to figure out what's going to give you some serenity. I think what's going to alleviate the pressure from you. And for so many people, that's preparation. If you go into round one knowing that you have done absolutely everything to prepare for this tournament, then you've already won, because hand to God, that there's nothing more you could have done. And that's got to give you peace of mind. That's got to give you a more relaxed feel, because what else can you do? Once it's 0-0-2, to a large extent, you're kind of on autopilot. Mm-hmm. You're not going to learn any new skills during a game. You're not going to miraculously develop something that can pull it off. Although I would recommend trying my serve. It's pretty good. Bunch of free points. Give it a go. That's too late now. So that kind of thing, and make sure that pickleball is not the only thing in your life, guys. If pickleball defines you, and all you really have is the daily grind of waking up at 6 a.m., preparing, going to play 3, 4, 5 hours of pickleball, then there's bigger issues, because you will put so much on one thing, your performance on a pickleball court, and that can be so debilitating. I've seen it time and time again, not just in pickleball, tennis. Before I did pickleball, I played tennis for 15, 20 years. And I saw the same thing again and again. People who define themselves by their performance on the court. If that's you, then unfortunately it's going to be tough. So try your best.
My guess is that being not the only one is probably not. But,
no.
Yeah. But okay, so here's what we're gonna do. So this is the part this is the quick question and answer. So you get to ask me one question, and I get to ask you one question. Actually, my question is a two-part question.
Well, you didn't prepare. I would have prepared.
Oh no, you got like 2 seconds to prepare. So are you ready for one? I'll give you mine first, so that way you have time. Yeah. No, we can't.
No.
So here, as the dogs are fighting.
The dogs
here.
are fighting.
So my question is, and this is pretty straightforward. What is the best and worst part of being on court with me?
Oh, okay. All right, that's a good question. Okay. All right. Okay.
Remember, I can take any.
Yeah. No, for sure. Okay, the best part is I know that you can go all day. But unfortunately, the worst part is you will go all day. You're like a horse. If you never tell a horse to stop, a horse will literally run itself to death. Did you know that? That's a horrible thing, right? That's a real thing. I heard that from someone when I was a kid. It was like at riding school. Yeah, if you let a horse loose, it can run itself to death, through sheer exhaustion. You seem like that person trying to get you to actually find that less is more balance. We talked about it when we agreed to this a couple of weeks ago, that the ultimate goal was to make sure that you can get to singles day being physically 100%. And you mentioned the other day that one of your big goals, no matter what happens on singles day, although let's be honest, it's a lock. You got this. That you wanted to be able to finish the entire tournament, and that's an admirable goal. And I want that for you for sure. But getting you to do less, it's not just pickleball for you. After you leave the court, it seems like you do 45,000 other things. 2 children, and they're everywhere. You got 4 dogs. Like 9 acres and 3 properties. And you want 10 properties. Oh, it exhausts me just thinking about your life. Oh my God, you're crazy.
I'm always on. I know, but I have to say that that's been a goal to work on the slowing down part, and I know that people find it hard to believe that I'm ever gonna do that, but I need to, because otherwise I will be like a horse and drop dead. So definitely don't want to die young or too young. I would like to live a pretty decent life. Yeah. So I'm working on it. I do believe that I always believe I can improve in so many aspects of life, but that is definitely a challenge. It's a challenge, and I really, really want to be able to accomplish that. So.
Okay. All right. You ready for my question?
Absolutely.
Okay. Wind the clock forward. We'll say 70 years. I think you could make it to 110. Maybe 80 years. Who knows? All right. Do you want your legacy to be as possibly the GOAT, greatest player of all time, or the greatest teacher of all time?
I think
tough question.
Yeah, it's a tough question, but there's no, like, I think it's more of...
You got to choose one. What's it going to be?
I know.
And why? No, yeah, got to throw
it. So if I had to pick one, it would have to be player, because I believe that, I think that the teacher is something that comes more natural. Like it's, like it's relationships, right? That's kind of something that I earn through being myself in a way, but I wouldn't say that title per se is like, I like the fact that like my people are very loyal to me because I give them everything that I got, but that is not as challenging as the playing and the the achieving that. And I again, I just feel like it's for me is that the reason for it is that the hard work that goes into it to become that. Because like to become a really good coach, yes, it takes time, but it's something that also I've I feel like in a way it comes a little bit more natural. Does that make sense?
Yeah, for sure.
But the playing, yeah, I believe I got some talent, and but in a way also like with that is the work ethic that I've always had that sometimes comes back to bite me in the behind because over training and all of that is what got me where I was, not very long ago. And that's where finding that balance of managing my body better, because yes, I can go all day, but should I?
Yeah.
And is that even good for me? So this is the part where I often seek for that perfection, that feeling that feels so great to hit that ball that is like it's unattainable because it's never going to be perfect, because unfortunately there's so many variables on a court. It's like I can't control, but I am that person that likes to control. That's why I've always, I have so many things going on, but again, when I can control that environment, it makes me feel more at ease. But also being uncomfortable is something that I like to challenge myself. That's why I like to put myself in those positions where I am uncomfortable and kind of.
Do you like big waves when you go to the water, when you go to the ocean? Do you like big waves, or you run away?
No, I can. So I pretty much they have like fears.
Yeah.
I have. What is my fear? We're talking about
snakes.
Yes.
Snakes. Doesn't like snakes. She's basically the Indiana Jones of pickleball.
Snakes. Oh my gosh! So the kids think it's a really funny joke to get a.
It sounds like it.
Oh yeah, to get the snake skin.
Perfect.
And put it like anywhere.
Yeah.
And Chad is a very funny guy too.
Look, he's funny. He's Australian. We have to
put like put it because there's snakes everywhere here. But okay, I really need to not know it. I've done so much yard work and everything, and I still have not encountered one, which is amazing. I was in the bushes the other day and nothing. I have like the marks for it, but no snake. But the snake skin, I found several. Several.
Okay, well, they're coming for you.
I know.
I think they're circling the house.
I know.
And they're planning their attack.
And spiders, but especially in Australia, because Chad has told me horrific.
Oh my god, jeez.
The funnel web.
Yeah.
I love being in a pool.
Don't worry about the funnel web. The redback spider. That's the one that'll get you. You won't see it coming. They're so small, but they've got a red stripe on them. Oh my god.
But there's the one that that goes in the pool and does the like creates their.
Jesus.
That they can live in the pool.
It sounds horrible.
I know.
Oh
and then they
it's probably a genetically modified Australian spider.
I don't know.
Come and get
but
you.
Also you have the bathrooms outdoors.
Yeah, we're gonna love dummies. Yeah.
And those are the same ones that go in the
100%. Yeah, that's where you'll look. At least 10 to 20% of tourists that go to Australia survive. That's a good number, okay?
Hey, I've been there a couple of times, and I came back without.
Yeah, but you got good footwork. You can get away from a lot of stuff.
Yeah, no, I did touch a snake when I went, and I had a panic attack a little bit. I like the cold, like that really.
Really?
Oh my gosh! I thought I was gonna. My heart had never been so nervous in my life. I can probably play anything, any sport on any arena, but touching a snake was horrifying. He's like, you have to do it. I was like, why do I have to do it?
Well, because you get over the fear.
I know, but
I
think I was like hyperventilating. It was pretty horrific. It was probably hilarious. He thought it was so funny, but I was just like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna.
I imagine it was. Did he take a video?
I don't think it was. We had those phones yet. It was a long time ago.
Oh, okay. Right.
Yeah, we went to like the reptile park.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Wow. Well, we got a lot covered there.
I know. Jeez. But of course we We'll be busy with the US Open next week, but Chanel is going to be doing some updates. You guys are going to be working together to, people that are not around and just following results. But I think I believe that the singles will be on the Pickleball channel. I'm almost certain. Charlie, get down. Get down.
Oh,
I know she's gonna. Oh my gosh. But yeah, so singles will be on the Pickleball channel, and then I think the rest, the like Saturdays is CBS Sports.
CBS, okay.
Yeah. But at any rate, so we'll keep everybody updated. But wish us luck, right, Eddie? We need luck.
Of course. You guys don't need luck, but definitely want to wish it.
Great. A lot of balls that hit the net and roll over. I'll take as many of those as possible.
You'll say sorry. Sorry.
No, I say sorry, but not really. Sorry, not sorry.
Okay. All right.
Better. My actually is better on your side than mine.
I like it.
That's one. I mean, honestly, it's like I don't want the ball to hit the net and come to my side.
For sure. Everyone says, "Oh, it's luck this way." Realistically, if you hit the same area of the net time and time again, and you have enough topspin on that ball, it will roll over more often than not. There's no longer luck.
Let's go.
Yes.
Yes.
Got to blow on it. Well, before you guys close it out over there, I want to take the tension away for just a second here and remind you that we want to keep this amazing content coming to you guys for free. And one way to be able to do that is to be able to support this venture. And the best way to be able to do that is to go out there and get yourself some of this amazing merch, like the t-shirt that I'm wearing here right now, this mug behind me, plenty of other things. And you might be asking, how do I do that? You go to simonejardim.store. And you can find all the great products on there. If you guys have a recommendation for a product that you would like to be able to have with the Simone logo on it, please let us know as well. And you can use coupon code Simone10 for 10% off of your order. Go out there, check it out. There's a lot of great stuff. And back to you guys to close it out.
Eddie, actually, I did not forgot to tell you. Somebody did send me about getting a towel.
Ooh.
Like a towel with the logo.
Yeah. They sell them.
I don't know if they have it.
They do. I'm going to add that to my list right now.
Yeah, that was one that I got.
It'll be there in a couple days, I promise.
Woohoo! Look at you.
Really?
So sharp.
Oh, yeah.
All right, send me one. Nah, never mind.
I'll get it. I'll get you one. Get you a one for the...
I think I have the same light stand.
Yeah, the Halo.
Weaver or something.
See, ADD.
Mm-hmm.
No, I just like all this stuff.
I know.
It's interesting
I've been watching the...
Well, yeah, no, because the webcams are why just on top of the thing.
Oh, because I'll explain. It's too low with the...
Oh, I see. So you just need a bigger tripod.
That's true.
Ah,
But, yeah.
jeez, Louise. I think I bought a tripod.
Oh,
Good times. Good times.
I'll tell you, no matter what, I am definitely. This is something I need. I need some Morgan in my life to keep me somewhat smiling and laughing, because my daily routine, it's like I'm always going.
Yeah, it's so much. I cannot believe you operate this. It's ridiculous.
I wonder why.
Yeah, oh yeah, plenty of caffeine. And this is
People wonder.
this is how I stay pretty
That's
relaxed.
how you really stay chill.
Everyone has devices to keep you wired or to keep you relaxed. I don't know.
Yeah, but I honestly, and this interesting part is that we kind of talked about this. Is that how would I handle not being like this? That is something that I will try. I am going to try. I'm going to do it. I'm sticking to that plan, and I'm gonna do that. I know, but I need to figure it out, like a balance for sure, because I can't not do anything, because I did that for a little bit. It drove me nuts, but I have to find a balance where it's not like this crazy, where it's nothing and it's like all or nothing. Which
Okay, so the question is though, does it have to be a physical accomplishment, or does it just need to be an accomplishment?
I feel like I need to be physically doing something.
Okay.
No, but not necessarily like. I mean, I just gotta be on the go. I've always like I am not good stagnant.
Fair enough, but the whole body or your mind?
But body and mind, body as well. And like
Alright.
mind busy, I feel that then it's kind of like goes.
So if I forced you to play 10 games of chess, would that be
No.
Okay, fair enough.
I know that because I then I could start writing.
Oh, good.
I started writing for a while,
Yeah.
and it was not enough. Like I can write, I could probably write a book, but it would not be enough to keep me like going. I need to also have something physical. It's just, I mean, honestly, I could pick up some other sport that I could do that would be fun, but I would have to have something that would get my heart rate going.
Yeah. I could probably read a book, maybe, but
You have no idea
it
how
wouldn't.
much stuff I have written.
But it wouldn't give me the same joy as writing or doing something relatively.
I enjoy writing, but it's
siesta.
not enough like to get me going.
Okay. Yeah, I love writing. It's just the challenge of prose and being able to say something that most people might take 50 words to say, trying to do it in 5 or 10. That's fun for me. Yeah.
That's true. I'm good at it. By the way, I'll have to say this. Quite amazing guy here. 2 days, and I feel like I already am better. Just a few adjustments. I mean, seriously, like I felt like there a couple of huge ones, but so
Well, I appreciate it.
I really trust, and my clients did. He had a few of my lucky clients, the students, and they loved it, of course.
So are you saying coachmepickleball.com is the answer in many
To
ways?
life, it's just to life.
Sorry, guys. Come on. Steve Taylor would kill me if I didn't.
If you didn't a
press-
shameless plug, that's
Do it.
I'm sure he
Plug
wants to
away.
do it.
He's gotta feed all of his children that he doesn't know that he has. All over the world.
I'm pretty sure I don't.
You don't?
You're killing me here, Simone. You're
Killing
killing me.
Am I making you worry a little bit?
A little bit,
potentially.
A little bit. I think if I do have kids, they're at least smart enough not to turn up at my doorstep until they're 18 and functional adults with a good job,
financially stable
and could possibly assist me.
I think now is not the time.
We've stopped the feet, haven't we?
There you go. Oh.
But good to anyway. I appreciate that, and I'm having a great time. It's a pleasure to work with you. So, fingers crossed. Get you over the line.
There you go. All right. Well, thank you so much, Eddie, again for your time, and we'll probably be doing a U.S. Open recap in a couple weeks.
Looking forward to it. And have a good night, everybody. And hopefully you can tune into the U.S. Open or come by and check out the action.
And good luck to everyone out there playing, except my opponents, of course. No luck to you. But everybody else, good luck.
Cool. And thank you, Morgan Evans, for joining us.
No worries. Did we break the internet?
We did. The millions of viewers out there.
Everything just shut down. Just couldn't handle the bandwidth.
Nope.
And whatnot.
That's right.
Bitrate stuff. Megabits.
No.
Awesome.
All right. Good night,
we'll see you in a
everybody.
couple weeks. Bye.
See you, mate.